So I says, yo, haha, it's all in the words.
Say, man, what it is, kinfolk? Hey, yo, the other day, I watched one of my favorite movies. It's called Lucy. Alright? Um, one of my favorite actresses, Scarlett Johansson. But anyway, and Morgan Freeman. But it's something that's said on there that just makes me question so much about life. As far as the thesis, as far as a theory, or as far as whatever Morgan Freeman was explaining to the class, is that when a single cell organism is in an environment where it needs to think about its own survival, it's going to think about, no, when a single cell organism is an environment where it might be harmed or it's not safe, it's going to think about its immortality. All right. But if a single cell organism is in an environment that's nice and comfortable, it's going to think about reproduction. All right. So one of the things that come to mind is the the migration from out of Africa. All right. So Lucy happens to be a name of skeletal remains that was found and claimed to be the first skeletal remains ever found. I mean the oldest. They backtrack a lot of different people's DNA back to Lucy. It's some shit like that. Look up the facts. I'm getting it wrong somewhere. Alright? But they found these remains in Africa. Alright? So many people have traced our beginnings to Africa. The theologists, people who study the Bible, they talk about the Garden of Eden was in Africa. Noah's Ark, somewhere in Africa, some shit like that. Alright, so it makes me wonder what was wrong with Africa that made people move out from Africa before the the um the before the separation of the continents, basically the main separation, the biggest separation of continents. What was it? You can walk from Russia to the UK or something like that. It was still connected. You could walk there. You know what I'm saying? You can walk across, land. You know what I'm saying? And then you made it over to the other continent, to Canada, basically, from Alaska, well, whatever, to Canada, some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Just look at the it starts with a T. Titanic plates, and when they were all connected, that type shit. When they were connected, and mankind, started moving around. All right. If you do your research, look around that era, that time. So it makes me wonder what was wrong and what was going on in Africa to where people had to move away or wanted to move away. Whatever it is, what was wrong with it? What was going on in Africa during that time? based off of what old boy said, what Morgan Freeman said from the movie. Now, he's not the only person who has said it. I'm not just saying I'm watching a movie and I'm coming up with all kind of truth and facts. No, I've heard about it from other documentaries growing up throughout life. Self-preservation. You know what I'm saying? So I sit back and I know I make videos where I'm talking my shit about being more independent and being less dependent on city-state assistance. I make videos where I'm talking like, man, why is it that we gotta pay for fucking water? Why do we gotta pay for water? You know what I mean? I make videos where I'm talking about, people coming together in a community. At an elementary school or at a middle school, that neighborhood around there is a community. And in that community, you got people with all type of gifts that they were born with. People who are born to be nurses and doctors, mechanics, plumbers, you know what I'm saying? Just whatever trade is out there to make a community thrive. You know what I'm saying? You have that all in one neighborhood. It's just that people don't get together like they used to. I remember seeing documentaries where in the hood, in the ghettos, people made gardens, community gardens. And they'd feed one another. You know what I'm saying? They most definitely wasn't getting city-state assistance. You know what I'm saying? They were forgotten about people. Now here's a thick thought. Here's a thought that is very important, and it's all about the difference in people's skin colors. And it's like, yo, I hate that there's a battle between people's skin colors, because people of the same skin color hate on and try to destroy the people who look like them. Then you got people who don't look like other people who are doing the same thing. So it's a constant war, a constant battle to survive, no matter what the skin color a person has. It doesn't matter what language you have. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. It's something in our DNA that makes us battle with each other. It's just, it's something about it. Something chaotic about our DNA. It's the same thing in the animal. Well, we are animals, but it's the same thing, you know what I'm saying, in the wild kingdom. You know what I mean? They survive either in the pack or they, you know what I'm saying, they struggle as nomads. Now they don't even struggle as nomads. Think about jaguars. You know what I'm saying? Think about leopards. You know what I mean? Think about, different bird species. You know what I'm saying? They are basically on their own until it comes down to mating season. Butterflies. You know what I'm saying? Spiders. Reptiles. You know what I mean? They don't need they don't need to be in a community. But when it comes down to reproduction, something in their DNA is like, the male is like sniffing the air saying, I smell putty. I smell punani. Oh, I gotta get this out of me. And the female, man, yo, it's crazy. I had this cat when I was a kid that went in heat. And every time I seen the cat had his butt up in the air and was backing up towards me. or backing up towards us, you know what I'm saying? Meowing real deep, you know what I'm saying? It was his hormones, the female cat's hormones. And it's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? The cat wanted to give it up like that, you know what I'm saying? It's like it doesn't matter what goes inside of me, just put something inside of me, please. I gotta get out this heat. It's like elephants, male elephants. Um, they go nuts when it's, you know, when it's mating season. You know what I mean? It's kind of like it's crazy, but it's in our DNA to be like this, to be chaotic, crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's so chaotic and crazy that it's beautiful. All right, it's wonderful. You know what I'm saying? It's not a negative thing. I sigh because what's negative is that there's a lot of people getting killed, and we're always left with why. If you got somebody who has not done anything wrong to anyone else in this world, I mean on this planet, you wonder why were they killed? If they were doing good for other people, whether they were just in their own lane, not bothering anybody, why is it that that person got killed? And you got somebody over here who's selling poison to the people in their own neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? You got politicians with their wicked lies. You got people who don't want to tell you the truth in books and research and study in schools. You got people who are in charge of entertainment, who want us to be so dumbfounded about life. You know what I'm saying? They want to throw ignorant shit into our faces, and you know what I'm saying, and call it entertainment. You know what I mean? Rappers lying on what they have and what they don't have. You know what I'm saying? And you got cult leaders. You know what I'm saying? Basically anybody that has, you know what I'm saying, over 10 people following them. You know what I'm saying? And worshiping them type of shit. So it's like when you think about the universe, it's like, how can we think that we are so important that the rest of the universe, you know what I'm saying, is giving us the room and the space to hang ourselves? It's crazy. You know, it's like being on this planet. Okay, no, here we go. We're on this planet, and outside of our atmosphere, it's like, who the fuck cares about this planet? Who the fuck cares? If there is other life out there, what the fuck do they care about? You know what I'm saying? They don't. Why should they care about this planet if they got their own planet and they cannot survive on this planet anyway? Why should they care? So when I think about, you know, universe and universal laws, and I try to replace the word God with the universe, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, I try to talk down on what they wrote in the Bible, trying to describe what our Creator is all about. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, how can I believe that shit? You know what I mean? And then it's like, yo, when it comes down to the universe, you talk about the universal laws. And it's like, really? Hold on, okay? Hold on. Okay, so I typed in, what are universal laws? And I see where it says, like, law, One of the laws is the law of the universe. Keep yourself entertained. Then I see this video where there's like the 14 universal laws that govern life on Earth. And then, right up there, it says 12 universal laws. Then there's spiritual laws. And then, wait a minute, hold on 1 second. Alright, I'm back. So, for one, I had a lot of information saved about things that I had looked up in the past and that I wanted to take my time to research and look up again. And when I went to go look for it, I couldn't find it, so I gotta search my computer and shit to see if I still have it somewhere. But anyway, when it comes down to the universal laws, it says the universal laws are principles that describe and define the interrelationships between natural forces, circumstances, and thoughts in the universe. They are believed to exist in perfect harmony and order, and to give life a deeper meaning. Different authors have different ways of naming and categorizing them, and some suggest that they are a form of agreement between aspects of source consciousness. They are said to govern the physical and experience and reality of Earth in the third and fourth dimensions. Here's 12. You got the law of divine oneness, the law of vibration, the law of action, the law of correspondence, the law of cause and effect, the law of compensation, the law of attraction, the law of perpetual transmutation of energy, the law of reality, the law of polarity, the law of rhythm, and the law of gender. Okay, these are 12 immutable universal laws. And then right here it says seven laws of nature. The law of attraction and vibration, the law of polarity, the law of rhythm, the law of relativity, the law of cause and effect, the law of gender and gestation, the law of perpetual transmutation of energy. So anyway, you got all these people that have done all this different research on something that is supposed to bring some type of peace and harmony to oneself. Alright? There's supposed to be some type of explanation to why we behave the way that we behave. Now, one thing I like about this movie, Lucy, is that it explores the idea of what can happen if we tap into 100% of our brain. They say that dolphins at 20% create their own type of sonar. That's at 20%. You know what I'm saying? So we're only at 10%, and look what we're able to do. You know what I'm saying? We got satellites and trash floating around in the atmosphere. If it wasn't for the gravitational pull of our rotation and revolution around the sun, or whatever the hell, you know what I'm saying, all that shit would fall to Earth, and it'd either burn up in the atmosphere or cause a lot of damage on the surface of the Earth or in the oceans. Alright, so here it is. We've been shooting shit up in the skies for centuries, ever since we had the space program. So it's like we as a people do more damage to ourselves than any other thing. Okay? Now, nature tries its best to fix itself, and then we turn around and we do something to fuck it up. Alright, so as I'm looking at these different things that I've been able to pick up in life, I like the idea that there's no reason to be racist over another person's color, over another person's being, their whole existence, period. I like this channel on YouTube called Top 5s. They have videos where, like 15 most beautiful roads, 15 next level robots, 15 engineering technologies, 15 most expensive railways and projects, incredible types of cells, tallest ships in the world, most dangerous places. You know what I'm saying? It goes on and on. They have so many daggone videos that, inform us of different things that we just don't know. Now, they are not the only channel. And this is the part that I like. This is the part that gives meaning to the whole reason of why it's ignorant to be, it's stupid to be racist towards other people. Because it's like, I have to believe that brown folks, people that look like me, are not funding the researchers to go out and find new things. Underwater, on land, in the air. You know what I'm saying? So throughout all this time, you got these people that have been discovering so many new things that make us what we are and help us do the things that we do today. And they have been from different races, and they collaborated with other great minds from different races and different, they spoke different languages, but what I'm saying, they had the love of science and the love of exploration and the love of finding meaning to what can help us be better people. You know what I'm saying? What has held us back. You know what I'm saying? You got historians that try to find truth, and then you just have some people that are just naturally fucked up, and they don't want the truth to be out there. They don't want nobody else to have power. They don't want anybody else to have more money than they do. You know what I'm saying? So it's like having a scale of good and evil and trying to figure out what outweighs the other. And it's fucked up because every day a child is being born, but every day somebody's dying. You know what I'm saying? Right now, at this specific time, there are so many people who are eating dinner. It's 7:42 where I am. So many people are eating dinner, having a lunch break at work. You know what I'm saying? And there are so many people that are starving. There are so many people who are out of work, stressing about whether they're going to get a job tomorrow. Stressing about whether they're going to be able to get their bills paid. What's today? Today is Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? Think of all the people who have cutoff notices, and they don't want to run into the weekend because they won't have any power throughout the whole weekend. You know what I'm saying? Think of all the people who are victims of natural disasters, who aren't able to use running water because they gotta wait on the water company to come fix their shit. You know what I mean? And out of all of this, you don't know the race of the person that's going to help you out. You don't know what their first language is. You don't know what their beliefs are. But when they come to your home, and when you lay your eyes on them, or if you talk to them over the phone, You know what I'm saying? You'll be the person judging them for some shit that you was raised up to believe. And it's fucked up. Because it's like, yo, you have some people who love their jobs. And you have some people who make it hard for a person to love their job. You know what I'm saying? It's like someone, what is it, that one Karen that went to the hospital and wanted her daughter to be seen by a doctor who looked like her and her daughter, that had the skin color that she and her daughter had. So she refused any care, even though her daughter needed it. You know what I'm saying? So, and then it's not just people of her color. There's people of all kind of different shades of brown or shades of white that, you know what I'm saying, that do this. And so it's fucked up. And I sit back and I make my videos, I talk my shit, and I try to, I don't know big words. I don't want to know big words. And to say that I don't want to know big words might make me sound ignorant, might make me sound stupid, because people who are in charge, they know how to manipulate words, including small words. You know what I'm saying? Big words and small words. You know what I mean? But it's like I have my own lane to be in. And for people that I talk to, or for the people that might be interested in my channel, you know what I'm saying, maybe they're not into all that big talk either. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I don't need to talk with big words for whoever you are that's watching this channel to understand. You know what I'm saying? I have to sit back and think about what I say sometimes, a lot of the times, because it's like I want whoever's watching this to be able to follow along with me and be able to picture what I'm saying. You know, my disclaimer is I'm not the smartest person in the world, and I'm not the dumbest person in the world. I have done my research on some things, and there's a lot of shit out there that I would love to do research on. But it is hard to think about doing any research on anything because I can't believe in what the fuck I might be doing research on. Or I don't believe in the tools. I don't believe in the books. I don't believe in the documentaries. I believe that all that shit has been tainted and doctored to tell a certain story, to make me believe a certain thing. So it's hard for me to want to go out and research new shit. But back to my disclaimer. What I need you to do as a person who's watching my video, I need you to question everything that I talk about. And I need you to do your own research so you can get some facts. And I need you to take those facts and I need you to form your own opinion. The most important thing that I need you to do is to share your opinion, because you never know when you run across somebody who has been saying the same thing that you've been saying, but they haven't had anybody to talk to. Earlier today, someone was talking about Corey Holcomb. And Corey Holcomb is a comedian. He's a man, has his own ideas about life, and he shares it with people. One thing that he said that that got some people talking today was that was talking about the entertainment and how it's messed up how people are purposely poisoning the entertainment. Talking about BET most importantly. BET is a cable channel to where a lot of brown folks in our culture used to watch it all the time, daily. They had programs that, we felt comfortable with, but they fell off when they had other people who took over the business. And so now that BET is trying to come back, it's like, look, it's still not designed for our culture and folks who are, that look like me, that was raised up, kind of like me, things like that. It don't matter what race, I had neighbors that were of different races before, so we were all, like arm to arm in the struggle, you know what I mean? So anyway, he was just saying that it's fucked up how people who are trying to run BET, they need to, it's fucked up how they are not branding themselves to really bring us back to them. No, that's not what he said. He was saying that their programs, aren't designed for us, and they need to get better at that, basically. And when I heard that, I was like, oh shit, I've been making videos about this for so fucking long. You know what I'm saying? I used to watch, my family watch Teen Titans, and it would piss me off. You know what I'm saying? The little green Martian girl, she would talk in this broken language, this broken English. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, why do they have this motherfucker that have all these different powers that can learn different things, but yet it hasn't learned how to speak proper English? You know what I'm saying? I don't get this shit. My family told me that her species, they learn different languages by kissing a person from these different species, and that's how they pick up these languages. So it's like, who the fuck does she kiss that talks so fucking backwards? And then it's like, how come she's not smart enough to go kiss somebody else, somebody on her own team that talks better than she does? So it's like, what kind of dumb fuckery is this shit? You know what I mean? And it's like, for the character Cyborg is brown, but the clown, they made Cyborg like a fucking clown. You know what I'm saying? Act like a fucking clown. Shit like that. So it's like, how is Cyborg really representing brown people? And when it comes down to any other type of TV show or whatever, it's like, it pisses me off to think that people in my culture have fought, argued, gone through a lot of shit just so other people of our race and culture can get jobs in the industry, entertainment industry. And now that we have jobs in entertainment, we take roles that don't make us look any better. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm watching Batwoman on HBO, and I'm at a part now where I'm like, are you serious? Do they have these sisters doing this shit? Sisters not in biological, but sisters, SISTAS, sisters as in women of my culture. Do they really have them playing? Not playing, but is their characters really doing this shit? Is this really how they got these sisters representing us? And it's like, these fucking perverts, man. That's all it is. Think about slavery. Think about all the perverted shit that happened in slavery. The slave master wanted a man to kiss on another man, so he made that happen. Made a threesomes, foursomes, orgies, you know what I'm saying? With either the slaves, like a slave to a slave, or whoever the people who, the overseers, the officers, you know what I'm saying, having sex with slaves, or even the slave owners having sex with slaves. Look, all the perverted shit that you can fucking possibly imagine had to have happened. And they still want the shit to happen now. You know what I'm saying? Look at all this shit. It's on TV. It's like me and my fam, we get so fucking pissed off at the fact that we're watching a movie that's supposed to be a certain theme, but you got people having sex in it, having a sex scene. It's like, what the fuck does that sex scene have to do with the theme of this fucking movie? It's a waste. It's a waste. Now, mind you, in real life, if I was in a situation where we damn near about to die, yeah, I want some sex. I want to be as nasty as I can be. I want to get it all, not with another man, but with another woman. I mean, with a woman. You know what I'm saying? So it's like my heterosexual desires. You know what I'm saying? So I get that. I understand that. That's behind closed doors, though. You know what I mean? That's behind my closed doors. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that being out there the rest of the world to represent how my people are, or can be, or would be. But they do that for their own perversion. And you have people who, you know what I'm saying, in my culture, who are signing these contracts to do it. So it's like, man, you of all people are choosing to make us look bad. You're choosing to entertain these perverted ass people. And it pisses me off. It really do. Now mind you, I don't run my mouth a lot. But I'm glad that YouTube is here for me to post these videos. If YouTube was to cancel my channels, you know what I'm saying, I'd probably just go to another platform and do the same thing. You know what I mean? It's like Second Life. Second Life is a place where if I wanted a podcast, I could, you know, create a podcast on there. And I can still interact with people globally because people from all over around the world are tapped into Second Life, that 3D platform that, you know what I'm saying, that I log into. I've been on it for like 11 years. If you look at this video right here, I'm playing a game in Second Life, and I think I give a little tour of a piece of the land that I'm playing this game on. You know, something, you know, that I can say that I'm renting from the creators, or renting, you know what I'm saying, period. But anyway, I think about why like-minded people won't get together and figure out how to survive, you know what I'm saying, without the help of city and state assistance. You know what I'm saying? By following the loopholes that they need to follow in order to keep the government from titling this faction, you know what I'm saying, making us look like we're a cult or some negative ass group of people, you know, militia or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? It's like we be an example for people of others in other cities and other states. Like, man, you can pull your resources together, pull your, you know what I'm saying, your people together in that community and secure your own community. You know what I mean? Not just from the outside, but from the people that's inside of the community as well. There's got to be certain rules that everybody's got to agree with that's going to help benefit that community. You know what I'm saying? I talk that shit. I really wish it could happen. Look, check this out. I'm not going to keep running my mouth for long. If you're still watching the video, thank you. Check this out. I forgot who said it, but It was a rapper. Um, oh, what is his name? Man. Anyway, he said that his grandparents wished that they had never segregated us, because before they segregated us, we made money in the community and we spent money in our own community. We could not spend our own. We could not make money in the white society, and we could not spend our money in the white society. That's just the way it was. You know what I mean? And who would want to? You got to go in through the back door, get the scraps, get the leftovers. They could be in there cooking a fresh pot of something, but yet they want to give us. It's kind of like they save fucked up leftovers and rations just in case they get business from a colored person, a brown person, what they call a Negro. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, man, you got wicked ass people who did that shit. But you have some good hearted ass people out there that was not part of our race and ethnicity or whatever, that helped us out, that wanted us to look good, wanted us to be healthy, wanted us to have the same rights that they had. So it's easy to be mad at the people who did us wrong, and it's easy to feel good to know that there's people out there who really gave a damn about us. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it's on those scales. The scales are balanced like that. So anyway, who is this rapper? Anyway, I hate the fact that they took conscious rap and killed it off the way that they did, just so that there could be private prisons, just so that the people who was going to sign the checks to these hip-hop artists made it clear that these hip-hop artists needed to rap about bullshit so it would inspire our community to do more bullshit. And then that way they get caught up in the system and get put into these private prisons. It's fucked up that the Willie Lynch letter really did the purpose that it was supposed to do. And it's fucked up that we're still paying for it. Now, you have Chinese people here in America, and you have Chinese people over in China. And you gotta believe that they are two different type of people. Americans don't want to fuck with China in a military way, and those Chinese people, when you look up videos on what the Chinese people think about black people, look up those type of videos, and you'll see how some of them think about us. Alright? Whether it's scripted or not. You know what I'm saying? They even got what do German people think about us? What do British people think about us? What does English people think about us? You know what I'm saying? We are all over the place. We are all over the place. We are all over the place. Talking about brown folks, people who come from Africa. It don't matter. Actually, it's not just brown folks. Everybody who came from Africa is everywhere in this world. Period. Just point blank. We're all over the place. But, hold on one second. Okay, I'm back. Check this out. I wanted to write something else, but just typing this in, it says, I typed in, why do we have different And I stopped right there and looked up. And I was like, oh, look at this. It's like, why do we have different seasons, different blood types, different skin colors, different races, different time zones, different eye colors, different skin colors, different languages, different hair types, fingerprints, hair colors, blood groups, accents, handwriting. You know what I'm saying? Now think about this. If we all come from one place, why did we evolve into so many different ways of looking, so many different ethnicities, so many different races, so many different, you know what I'm saying? Why are we so different? I know we are all individuals, and that comes along with zebras. All zebras have different type of stripes on them. You know what I'm saying? All leopards. None of the leopards, none of their spots are the same, or are in the same places, or shaped the same. Same thing with cheetahs. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with every other animal out there. You know, every animal is kind of, it has its own specific thing. Basically, when I say basically, I think about, plants and animals that don't need to pollinate or have sex, you know what I'm saying, mate with anything else. You know, they're asexual, I think that's what it's called. But it's like they should have their own. I would think that they would still recreate something that had something original about it that's going to be different from itself. So anyway, I'm not that damn smart, but still, I'm like, yo, I would think that, you know what I'm saying? It's like, the value of a woman's vagina, and I've heard this so many different times, in so many different ways, but the value of a woman's vagina is like having a printer machine. You know what I'm saying? That woman can recreate different humans with different DNAs. It's going to have some of her DNA and some of the DNA from her donor, from her semen donor. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to create a third person. And that third person is going to have those two DNAs, plus it's going to create its own type of DNA structure. So whenever it mates, it's going to, you know what I'm saying, and the cycle goes on and on and on and on and on. The main ingredients are going to be passed on, but there's going to be certain traits and skills and whatever the fuck, like all these different things are going to be different on different people. You know what I'm saying? Just because you have two parents with brown eyes doesn't mean that their child is going to have the same color eyes as its parents. Some kids do. You know what I mean? You look at a kid and be like, man, you got your daddy's eyes. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy, man. There's so much information out here. I like learning shit. And I like learning shit until I get tired of the thought that somebody has corrupted this information. You know what I'm saying? When I get to that point, then I gotta put shit away and I gotta go, you know what I'm saying? I gotta refresh my batteries in some kind of way. But I'm gonna read this off. This is something that I wrote down a long time ago, and then I'm gonna leave this video alone. But it says, like, skills for success. You gotta speak up. You gotta be honest to yourself. You gotta have confidence. You gotta be able to listen. You gotta manage your time. Don't whine or complain or criticize. Live in the present moment. Be consistent. Get enough sleep. Have empathy. Don't sleepwalk through life. Don't be fearful. Know your destination and enjoy life. Alright? Now, what if we were programmed to do that every day as a main program, a main set program? Do you think that you'll have, or do you think we'd have a utopia if we were able to do this every day? Every individual, if we were able to do this every day, would we have a utopia? You know what I'm saying? That's my question when it comes down to that. Yeah, I mean, I want us all to have some type of peace and harmony. You know what I mean? I do reaction videos, and it might be on some cornball shit, but for the most part, by the end of that video, I want to have a slight, you know what I'm saying, little conversation. And that way I can ask you to be like, yo, it's not just entertainment. You know what I'm saying? It's a way of looking at life and a way for us to walk away from it as a better person. That's why I'm like, yo, when it comes down to my videos, question everything that I'm talking about. Do your own research. You know what I'm saying? Form your own facts. Not form your own facts, but get some facts from the information that you're researching, and then you can form your opinion on truths, things that are so close to the truth, things that are truthful. You know what I'm saying? So that way you can help out the next person in line. I'm all about that. I'm doing my best to be that way. I know I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm hoping that you can be better than what I am. You can be a better person than what I am. You know what I'm saying? And spread that on to somebody else. Because, you know, sharing some universal love, some unconditional love, that type of shit shouldn't be so fucking hard. But anyway, I know this video is it's gotta be fucking long. So if you're still here with me, I really, really appreciate it. Let me know who you are. I'll give you a shout out. Leave me a comment below about what you think. You know what I'm saying? Dissect the video. It's like when I watch people, it's mainly Karen. You know what I'm saying? I dissect their videos. It's like she'll talk about something, I'll pause it, and I'll leave a comment. Then I'll go like, it's like if she says, man, I like apples, then I'll pause it and be like, man, I like apples too. ... Meaning I'm moving on to the next subject that she's talking about. You know what I'm saying? But on the real tip, you know, there's a lot out there that we can enjoy, that we can, you know, there's a lot out there that we don't know about. And there's people that have taken the time and energy to find these things, to go to the places where these things are, to go to places where nobody else has gone or will want to go to or can afford to go to, and they bring that information back. And it's like, I don't want people to waste it, man. I don't want people to waste it. And there's a lot of videos, a lot of different channels. You know what I'm saying? I remember one time I typed up things I didn't know. And when I looked down the list of things, you know, of videos that popped up, I was like, oh, nice. Okay. All right. Let's check this out. And after that, I'm going to check this out. And after that, I'm going to check this out. And after that, and after that, and after that, until I was like, okay, it's time for me to switch my direction of entertainment. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I'm entertained by more of the wonders of life. You know what I'm saying? When I write poetry about things that can possibly happen, or things that has happened, or things that I believe will happen in somebody's life. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to write about the things that happen in my life. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't want to write an autobiography. You know what I'm saying? There's so much more interesting things out there to write about. My life has been interesting in its own way, but I ain't trying to put that out there. No, I mean, not all of it, not a lot of it. You know what I'm saying? But when I write my poetry, I write about, you know what I'm saying, the things that could happen, the possibility, the things that are possible, things that are possible, things that could possibly happen, things that a person could possibly feel, the thoughts that a person could possibly have, the relationship that could possibly be good, or a relationship that might have gone bad, or, you know what I'm saying, write about why two people went their separate ways, write about how two people met. You know what I'm saying? Possibilities. There's so many out there. You can mix and match them, make all kind of creative poems, tell creative stories. Look at all the movies and shit and entertainment that we have out here, just by people's imaginations. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm watching that 2022 Batman movie, and it's like I have tried to watch it 3 times, and I've had to stop it and go do something else because I'm like, man, I'm a fan of the comic, I'm a fan of the animation, and this movie just reminds me of the same shit, but it's just different actors playing out the part. So it's like, man, I'm waiting for some of the new movies that's coming out in 2023. I want to see the graphics on them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what was that last rock movie, The Black Adam? You know what I mean? It wasn't the storyline that I wanted to see. It was the action and it was the graphics. It's like that Wakanda movie. I didn't care about the storyline. I just wanted to see the graphics. I wanted to see what they're doing with technology. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of sad that I can't find comfort or gratification in the storylines, because what justice is it doing to anybody? Some bullshit. Well, it's catered towards people and their bullshit ways of thinking. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't matter how much a movie is trying to portray something decent. It's like, who are you really trying to entertain? Old boy from Key and Peele did that movie, what was it, Get Out or something like that, and here on YouTube they do a backstory about it. It's kind of like behind the scenes of how the movie had a double meaning to it. But if you know the movie that I'm talking about, then you can most definitely come on here on YouTube, type in the name of that movie, and it should pop up, you know, the inside story of that movie, you know, like between the lines of the movie, and you'll see that, oh boy, you know what I'm saying, he did put some stuff in the movie that, you know what I'm saying, make you be like, oh, okay, so he wanted us some Easter eggs. You know what I'm saying? To be like, okay, this is not just a movie that's talking about how white people are treating the black people in this movie. You know, it's that plus some more. So, if you know what I'm talking about, do your research and find that video. It's on here. I just saw it the other day. It was on the top of my recommends for about 3 or 4 days. I can't believe that it's not on there now. I guess I skipped by it. So there it is. Get Out. Tried. It says Get Out. Tried to warn you. This this video was good. This was a good fucking video. It really was. And then look over on the side and look at all the other videos that this channel has put out, and look at all the different videos that, oh, this one right here, this movie about the untold story of the black cowboys from the movies. You know what I'm saying? Things that they didn't want us to know. And okay, this is about the story, The Harder They Fall, the movie The Harder They Fall, and the characters behind it. You know, at least three. The characters were actual real characters. You know what I'm saying? They might have been from different timelines, but they put them all together in that movie. That was a decent video. And when you click on that video, they're going to talk about, there's going to be more videos that you can follow, you know what I'm saying, that you can link up to. It's going to talk about, you know, the different characters in there. It's kind of like, his name escapes me right now, but still, you know, what I like to do is when I see a video that I like to scroll down, and I like to see what else is recommended. An urgent warning to all black people: you could get killed for reading this in 1830. You know what I'm saying? So this channel, Black Culture Untold, you know what I'm saying, it's something to read. I mean, something to check out. You know what I mean? And then you still gotta question the shit that they talk about, and you still gotta do your own research on it. You know what I'm saying? But I like this video. This was a cool video. So anyway, I'm about to get off here on that note. And if you made it this far, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for fucking with me like that. You know what I'm saying? I just want to give you whatever seeds that I can give you so you can grow in the way that you could possibly grow. You know what I'm saying? To be a better person than what you are. You know what I mean? It's like this whole binary around peace. You know what I'm saying? It's all about growth in a peaceful ass way. You know what I mean? That's the perfect picture for my channel. Every time I look at it, I love it. I'm like, man, I'm so glad that I found that. You know what I'm saying? That's why the name of the channel is growing with Podrey. I'm constantly learning some shit, and I'm constantly trying to share some shit. So anyway, I'm out of here. Have a good day, have a good night, have a good morning. Peace.